Faster, higher, more disgusting. How bedbugs and rats could ruin the Olympics in Paris, in the capital of France. A political scandal continues to unfold, which can literally be called international. It all revolves around the invasion of bedbugs, whose numbers are increasing at lightning speed and spreading far beyond Paris. The situation has reached a point where blood-sucking insects are falling onto people's heads in public transportation. What's more, swarms of bedbugs can also be found at the Charles de Gaulle airport. Among Parisians, jokes are already circulating that French bedbugs are flying to London for free. By the way, the British capital has also faced a similar problem. Jokes aside, this disgusting story is casting a shadow on the pre-Olympic atmosphere and jeopardizing the hosting of the main sporting event of 2024. Making friends with rats, bedbugs are not the only nuisance that Paris is likely to have to live with. For years, the city's authorities have tried to combat rodents, but the fight was lost, and the mayor of Paris, Anne Hidalgo, had to declare a policy of peaceful coexistence. The rat invasion has grown to such proportions that at one point there were 3 times as many rats as Parisians, about 6 million individuals. The city's authorities spent around €2 million in the battle against rats, installing airtight garbage bins throughout the city and widely using rat poison. However, it did not yield the desired results. The problem worsened after a strike by garbage collectors, which left Paris literally inundated with waste, creating a rat paradise in which they multiplied even more actively, conquering new territories. As for the situation with bedbugs, today in the Parisian public transportation, many passengers choose to stand as they are afraid to touch the seats. For example, an incident at a Parisian cinema became known through social media when a woman claimed that bedbugs had bitten her on the back. Afterward, local cinema companies were required to treat their seats, which logically increased the demand for private home fumigation services. And all of this is happening in a city that is vying for the title of a global cultural capital with its fashion weeks and other world-class events. Meanwhile, there are bedbugs that no longer fear the daylight and attack at any time of day. Stores, hotels, buses, train stations, they are everywhere. It is easier to list places where they are not found. Paris Deputy Mayor Emmanuel Grégoire pointed out in an interview with the local television, no one can be safe. They can catch you anywhere and return home with you without you realizing. The fight against bedbugs is hell, emphasized Grégoire, noting that the people who suffer most from this situation are Parisians with lower incomes who cannot afford specialist services. The worst part of this story is that modern Parisian bedbugs have become more resilient, developing new immunity to chemical treatments. They are incredibly challenging to eradicate from mattresses, clothing, luggage, from which they emerge at night to feed on blood. Furthermore, experts warn of a high probability of bedbug infestations in kindergartens, schools, and hospitals, with migration from troubled states playing a significant role in this epidemic. What could this lead to? At the very least, psychological distress, sleep problems, and the threat to the 2024 Olympics. Olympics under threat. Open discussions of this problem are not welcomed by the authorities, to say the least. However, the topic has long penetrated the media. For instance, a bedbug graced the cover of Liberation magazine, symbolizing the bedbug takeover of Paris. French CNN confirms that the insects have taken over the Paris airport. The irony in all of this chaos is that bedbugs have occupied all news broadcasts and are negatively affecting the image of pre-Olympic Paris. Due to this problem, which is taking on considerable proportions, France's image is suffering, including to foreigners who visit. It creates a bad image for the country, complain local residents.